Welcome to another GiveSI Nonprofit Spotlight. I'm Mark Kiesling, and I'm joined by Stephanie Robinson of Mantracon. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So Mantracon, I think that's one of those names that people who are from the area have heard. It's a name they've heard for many, many years. But what actually does Mantracon do?
So Mantracon, what we do is we serve 5 counties here in Southern Illinois, and we do workforce development. And some people may not know what that means. So what that means basically is we help people and businesses develop workforce. So people who need to upskill, maybe go back to school, or just need job search assistance, help with their resumes, we can help them find employment. We can link them with employers. And then we also help employers as well upskill their current staff or help them with work-based learning and get some staff in there for them.
So if someone is looking for a job and they need a resume, so they come to you, and how does that process work?
So they can either go online to mantracon.org and fill out our intake form, or they can come into our resource rooms either in the Marion location or our Carbondale location that's now in the new Amtrak station. So it's a really beautiful new office.
It is a beautiful facility.
It is.
So they could come in there, and then you'll just take them, walk them through the process of building a resume. And
yeah, they can go through the intake process, and we can see what all they need and everything we can do to help them overcome their barriers to get back into work.
Okay, and if somebody has that and now they're needing to find a job, you can help place them. You have employers that are looking for help, and they come to you, and then people who are looking for jobs come to you, and you pair them? Is that how that works?
We can do it that way, or we just help them do job search. You know, sometimes people don't understand some of the jobs that are in their own backyards, and some employers that are looking. So we're not a job placement agency, and a lot of times people confuse us with that.
Okay.
But we're not a job placement agency. Okay. We want people to find full-time, permanent jobs, hopefully that are self-sufficient.
So you're not a temp agency?
We are not a temp agency. Our goal is full-time, permanent employment for everyone that we help serve.
Okay. And so how long has Mantracon been around doing this service?
Since 1979.
Wow.
Yeah. So we've gone through some transitions, different grants depending on the reauthorization from the federal government, but since 1979.
And how are you funded?
So we are funded federally and state through 100% grants. So federally, we work with the WIOA grant, which is WIOA, which is the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act. Okay. And then through the state, we have several other grants that we work with to serve people.
Okay. And so you have offices in 2 locations in Southern Illinois. And
so we have Marion and Carbondale, and then we do have some outlying locations in Mount Vernon, West Frankfort, and DuQuoin if needed. So kind of on an appointment basis.
Okay. And so, and then the website again that people can go to
is
for help?
Mantracon.org, Mantracon.org.
Okay. So you've been part of this GiveSI campaign in the past, partnering with the Southern Illinois Community Foundation and GiveSI. How does that help Mantracon?
So any donations that we get, since we are a nonprofit organization and we work solely on grant funding, those grants come with a lot of rules and regulations that sometimes tie our hands to where we can't always help our customers in ways that they need. And the customers that we serve most have a lot of barriers, whether it's transportation or housing or disabilities. There's a lot of different barriers that impact a lot of different people. They're hard to serve. So sometimes our grants can't always meet all of those barriers. So we have additional funding that we try to get from donors to be able to do that, whether it's through gift cards for gas or trying to help with rent for a certain location for a month to just try to get people over the hump at times. And then we also use that funding just these past 2 weeks when people weren't receiving their food stamps during the government shutdown. We were doing meals once a week. And so these donations help provide those community services outside of what our grants can do.
So the grants primarily help with the job skills and getting people, showing them how to search for jobs and that sort of thing.
Yep.
And then this kind of donation through GiveSI helps with all those intangibles that maybe a grant doesn't cover. So
some of our grants will cover some of the intangibles, but not always. So we just like to have that extra funding so that we can try to be as holistic as possible when serving someone.
All right. So, well, and one final question for you. How many counties in Southern Illinois does Mantracon serve overall?
So 5 counties, which are Jefferson, Franklin, Williamson, Jackson, and Perry.
All right. So if you're considering a group to give to, Mantracon is one of the many that are being helped with the GiveSI campaign, and you could find out more information and give at givesi.org. Stephanie, thank you for being here today and sharing about Mantracon. We appreciate that.
Well, thank you for having us. We're excited.
All right. Thank you. And remember, GiveSI for good forever for Southern Illinois.
GiveSI is made possible by Oasis. We More Better. Video services provided by ManVoice. Additional funding for GiveSI is made possible by these sponsors.